Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny. Stolen Will is the newest Strike exclusive weapon that was released in the April update. It is available in the new version of Winter's Run as long as you're lucky enough to queue into the Taken version. The gun not only looks very unique, but is also a very unique gun to handle. It's definitely a very fun gun to use, but I'm not entirely sure where it'll fit in my arsenal of shotguns. The best version of Stolen Will that I attained was one with arc damage, smooth ballistics, CQB ballistics, and aggressive ballistics, with the first perk as Grenadier. Next we have single point sling, rifled barrel, and flared magwell, with my final perk being performance bonus. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus reserve ammo. And you can see here that the Stolen Will falls into the higher rate of fire, lower impact side of the spectrum. The closest comparable weapon is going to be the Burden of Proof and has similar stats to the Chaperone. Right off the bat, you'll notice the very unique handling of Stolen Will. And it's one of the few shotguns in the game to have glass sights. Those sights definitely help with the weapon's extended range, which is definitely one of its redeeming qualities. Now, as far as the perks on my particular gun, I actually really enjoy Grenadier as I'm starting to use my abilities a lot more. And performance bonus is a very curious one, and it definitely helps with this weapon. Special weapon reserve ammo was hit pretty hard in 2.2, so any perks that will give me extra ammo is definitely welcome. And performance bonus happens to be pretty generous with its chance to give you reserve ammo. But ultimately I found that performance bonus isn't going to be as useful as it is on something like, say, the Party Crasher, where the individual rounds are a lot more effective. And this was especially evident in the Crucible, where with the exception of the Chaperone, I generally prefer a shotgun with a higher impact. With how scarce special ammo is in the Crucible nowadays, it's not really practical to use a weapon that uses 2 and sometimes 3 rounds to finish off a single enemy. Now I might sound a little too hard on this weapon, but I'm just used to higher impact shotguns in the Crucible. The only other shotgun of this class that I use on a regular basis is the Chaperone, but that handles very differently. Now, Stolen Will might have a lot of potential as long as you get the right rolls. And having thought about it for a while, I think one of the only perks that would save this weapon for being used in the Crucible is full auto. Pair that up with, say, Mulligan, and you'll have a really interesting shotgun that you can hold down the trigger for with very little repercussion. Overall, it's a fun weapon to use and more effective in PvE than it is in the Crucible. I'll keep it in my vault for occasions like Arc Burn or Specialist, but unfortunately it'll be limited to that. Anyways, do you have a Stolen Will that has perks that make this gun a lot more respectable? Leave them in the comments below. Drop a like if you can, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And I will see you all next time. I of course recommend any exotics that give you extra grenades and to also maximize your discipline as much as possible. What you're seeing here is my Voidwalker with the Nothing Manacles and Scatter grenades.